our time. She said, ease up, feel the vibe. Let that rhythm take a ride. Slow burn, warm embrace. Dub so deep we lost in space. Oh, golden rum, so sweet. Baseline heavy, feel the heat. Just let go. Palm trees sway in the ocean breeze. Silver moonlight on the sea. Every sip, every step takes me deeper, no regrets. Golden touch, a royal dream. Living life like kings and queens. Sipping slow, rhythm tight. Lost in luxury tonight. Oh, heavy, feel the heat. Oh, let the night run slow. No tomorrow, just let go.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning to you all. Gosh, what day is it? Thursday. Happy Thursday to yeah, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. It's Jet game night for me. It's Jet game night. So I gotta stay up late, Robin. I'm gonna have to stay up late today. I don't really like it, John. I don't really like it though, because then it makes tomorrow. And I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those either that if they're losing by like 20, I'm like, no, maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance I should just watch them a little bit longer. Maybe something, Brock, there's 3 minutes left in the game. Yeah, but something could happen. I don't know. I need to be here. And then I get done the game, and then you know how crazy then it comes. I probably should just watch the post game report just to see what they think. Maybe what the players are going to say and what the coaches. Yeah, see, I'm a little messed up, John. Good morning to you all. Good morning to you. Put in the chat where you're calling us from. Put in the chat where you're calling us from. Tell me what area you're calling me from, and then give yourself a grade. 0, where you would never even step foot into artificial intelligence, and a 10 that you want me to change. You become the host and you teach us artificial intelligence. So give yourself a grade as well. Tell us where you're calling us from, so that way we can get some information, so I get to know who I'm talking to on here. And while we're waiting for people, I think, Dawn, if you can check your mute button. If you can be on video, I like to see your smiling faces. It doesn't matter if you got a towel on your head, as long as you have a towel below. That's all that matters to me. If Who else do we have on here? Albany, New York. Charlotte, or the Cortica Jugs this weekend with Cortland State versus Ithaca. That's where I went to school, Cortland. They are playing. It's one of the biggest, smallest rivalries in the country by Sports Illustrated, and was fortunate to play football for that game. Little crazy game, little crazy. Ezra, good morning, Ezra. D, good morning to you. While I'm getting everybody together here, I'm telling you, don't do what I saw when I went to Rise. Okay. I'm going to talk about the real event in the conference I went to. But what I'm going to share with you all is I was like literally, I got all my notes. Okay. I was telling this to Christian. I said, I was amazed. There was 25 chairs in a row, 2,000 people. And I would go like this down the row. I would like this down the row. I would look behind and look. There might have been one other person taking notes, one other person writing things down. And it just behooved me because there's actually too much to share with you all today. There's no way I can give you everything. I'm breaking down. If you were to see my computer, Christian would go insane. How many of you are those people that you hate that there's like 27 different tabs above your computer? You like cringe. You're like, oh my God, how do you have all that stuff up there? Yeah, I'm that guy. I got about 50 of them up there. When I have to buy a computer, I always have to ask him how much memory RAM do you have? I need the highest memory RAM because I like freaking stuff everywhere because that's how I remember my stuff. So I have a bunch of stuff that I'm going to share with you. And I'm going to try to break it down, Dawn, in things that I feel you could take away today to be. I know, I figured it'd drive you nuts. I want you to be able to take this stuff today. And if you really like today, if you really like today, if you never give me a Google review, my ask is that you write me a Google review today on the content that I bring. And at the very end of this, and this is only going to be about 40 minutes all because that's all the time I have. And I'm getting ready to go to another event that I'm speaking at in Charlotte today. But if you want a part two, I'm going to ask you if you want a part two. I'm going to tell you up front, just because it's not just because me speaking, but you're going to want part two because I'm going to blow your mind, all blow it completely on artificial intelligence. Okay. Now I'm going to look at the chats here to see the grades. Where's everybody's grades here? Okay. I got 3 people that gave a grade. All right. Robin has a 2. Thank you, Robin. Anybody else want to give yourself a grade? 0, that you haven't even touched artificial intelligence. 10 is you should be teaching it. Give yourself a grade on here so I can get a little sense here. 5, 7, 2, 5. Okay. Now, I'm coming in as a teacher of artificial intelligence. I've studied artificial intelligence. And when I went into when I went into the conference hall, I would have probably given myself an 8. I would have given myself a grade of an 8 of artificial intelligence. Okay. So I'm giving you a little context here. When I left there, I felt like I was a 2. I was like, damn, I freaking have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So this is going to be something that's going to be really mind-blowing to you. Oh, I'm glad Anita's on here today because Anita, I got a little spotlight for you today because Anita actually took what I was putting together here for you all and she applied it. And so everything I give you today, you will be able to apply. I will show you how to freaking crush it in your next listing appointment or make people being like, is anybody else coming in telling you that? I'm going to give you this all today. At the end of it, I'm going to ask you for a Google review. I'm going to also ask you to see if you want everything that I share with you. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I will give you my links and I will give you my prompts at the end. So for those of you who are trying to leave at the end, I'm just going to tell you, you might want to wait because there's going to be a link and I will give it to you. I spent hours putting this together because I'm actually putting a plan in place, a financial plan on how to hire an LVA because they said it over the time. I'm giving you some of the highlights. They said that in 3 years, 50% of the real estate agents will not be here. Okay. I'm just telling you now, look around the room. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just telling you that's what they're predicting. Okay. I'm going to give you a perfect example of this. I don't know what firm everybody's at because I don't care. I just want to teach you and coach you and all this stuff. But at our firm now at Real, we do not have a broker in charge. Our broker in charge is Leo, and it's artificial intelligence. So we now legally, yes, we have a broker in charge. But guess what? The biggest complaint from cloud-based companies was they can't get in touch with their broker in charge when they need their broker in charge to ask them a pertinent question about it. And guess what? They're like, got that taken care of. Now you can, and every Leo, every broker in charge goes to each state. I've tested it out and it's freaking amazing. You go to artificial intelligence now, and guess what? You get an answer instantaneously, 24/7, and the AI never gets tired. It's just fascinating to me all. And and for those of you that are kind of nervous about it, I'm just telling you, you're gonna have to embrace it because it's coming. And I don't know about you, but I like to make a lot of money, and I like to be flexible with my time because my kids are important to me. How many of you want to work smarter, not harder? Put a 10 in the chat if I'm speaking to somebody today and wants to work smarter, not harder, and you want to use these tools to leverage this stuff so that way you can spend more time with your family, your kids. Guys, I was in Philippines for about 2 weeks, came back for 3 days, was in Florida for a week, came back, my business was still running. And this is not to impress you. It's just like, I want to do more of that and still make more money. And artificial intelligence is what it's going to be. And you're just going to have to embrace it. So type in ready if you're ready to go. Type in ready if you're ready to go. Get your fingers loosened up. Get your notebook ready. I'm just telling you to take notes because even if you click the, well, Brock, you said you're going to give us everything. Don't be like the other people that just took pictures of slides while I was at this conference, right? Robin's got her notebook. Who's got their notebook ready? Show me your notebook. Who's got it ready? Paul's finding it. Dee's finding it. Dawn's got it. Okay, good. Who else? Who else on here? Jill. What up, Jill? All right. I'm going to go in a certain order here. Some of this stuff's going to be like, plain Jane, but some of this stuff is going to be pretty intense for what we do. So let me open up what I have here. Anita, I'm going to start off with you here very shortly. You're in my top 3, Anita, because everything you see here, we're applying, we're doing it. We've already started this, so that way you know. Mike Kastner from Jamaica. What up, brother? Good to see you here, man. All right. The first thing that I want you to write down that this is really took shape at a level that you hear it all the time. Paul, give me a high five if you've seen some success on this, on the deal of the week. The deal of the week is still something that's very, very important, but we get confused by it. But they talked about it still, and they want and basically the key thing is using artificial intelligence to create the deal of the week. Now, with the deal of the week, it's just finding something on the MLS that you like that resonates with you, but you have to do it at the same time every week. Doing it the same time every week. Okay. My daughter and my son, 7 years old and 13 years old, guess what? Brielle, Bryce, what time does school start? They know exactly what time school starts every freaking time. There's no questions asked, and they really know what time school ends. Okay. People look at that, and if you bring value and content, guess what? They're going to be excited to see your email. But there has to be value. In order to create the value, use artificial intelligence. You use these hooks and you create these prompts that say that I'm creating the deal of the week. The deal of the week is going to be at the same exact time every week. And you can make it on different themes. I'll give you some examples. Investment, a new listing. This one's been on the market for over 130 days. Good opportunity for buyers. Create themes and just do 4 themes and do those the same time. So the first Wednesday of every month is the theme of the days on the market are high. The next one, this is an investment property. The next one is a what I just say? New listing, just fresh off the market. And how many of you put a 5 in the chat want to increase your price point? Put it increase your price point. How many of you would just like to sell one home at $1 million instead of 3 at 300,000? Okay, a couple of you want to do that. Well, then go find this is the $1 million home that just hit the market. This is the highest priced home in my MLS. Here's the new highest priced home in the MLS. People get freaking excited about that stuff. Now, why this is important is because I'm going to share with you, write this down. Somebody remind me because I get all crazy. Write down, put a star, SEO AI listing optimization. Big word. That's why we got to come back to it. But this is important. How many fives? We got a lot of fives that want to sell $1 million home instead of $300,000 home. Okay. But there's an AI SEO listing optimization prompt. And I'm going to show you here today. Okay. Now, with this, you also can create weekly emails. Now, here's the biggest takeaway I got from Sharon and Alex Hermosi. Okay. They asked how many times should we be posting daily? How many emails should we send weekly? Somebody give me some numbers in the chat. Okay. There's no wrong number. How many times do you think you should be posting daily? How many mass emails should you be sending out once a week? What does that look like for you? What do we got here? The first one's going to be how many times should you post a day? Once a day, once, 3 times, 3 times, 4 times, 3 times. Well, the good news is we all answer the same thing. Dana is the closest at 30. She must have been there. Alex Ramosi actually said 100 times a day. But we don't have enough time to do 100 times a day. And the reason is because we think everybody's looking at our stuff and they're not. The algorithms are played out that you're only seeing 3% of that. So you have to keep reposting. One of my takeaways, put a little star next to us. Create your one content, your one idea 5 different ways. Your one idea or concept 5 different ways. I'm going to share with you the new construction because new construction is doing it. I'm going to show you Anita's video because she did it. I'm going to show you my video because I did it. You could do this video today. If you have editing problems, I'll get you connected with Renz, who's my VA. He charges like $35 to do this, make you look like a rock star. All right. And so the important thing is you have to get your stuff out there. So another thing that you can do on weekly emails, yes, weekly, you got the deal of the week, and then you can send another one out, Jeffrey. You can send another one that's the marketing information about the area. Okay, the marketing information about the area. Let me see. So I'm going to share with you really quickly here. Let me do a screen share. You can go to realtor.com all. This is on realtor.com. And this is the overview. All right. Give me a thumbs up when you can see my screen. Literally, I'm going to copy paste this. I will put this in the chat for you all. You can do the same exact thing. Here's content that you can create. Now, you can go into artificial intelligence, your chat GPT, and you can say, please create for me a marketing email this week on November 13th using this content so I can put this into my mass email for my we don't say past clients anymore, our private clients, because they're our clients for life, right? We're not leaving them. We want them to give us referrals. Okay. So go to that site. I put it in the link there. And then each week you can use this and put it out there for weekly emails. This is what's going on in the Charlotte area. This is what's going on in wherever you live, in Albany, New York, in Jamaica, where it's going in in New Jersey, where it's going in Orlando. All right. So I can't stay around too long, but that's what you need to be posting out there, putting content, valuable content on there. You can also ask the prompt, please create this email, not only as educational, but entertaining. So that way they find some entertainment to go along with this. If you're trying to get information, I want you to go to newsbreak.com, newsbreak.com, newsbreak.com. All right, I'm moving to new construction because you can do this today. Anita did this within 2 days. Hats off to Anita. She's at a doctor's appointment right now. So listen to this, Sarah. Listen to this. Wait until you see this video. She did this. Let me see what we got here. Let me go to share screen. Okay, this is a new construction video. I said to her, I said, one content, 5 different ways. One way to do it is you go to the new construction site, and this is what she did. Great job, Anita. Let me do this. Share sound. There she is.
What a lovely day to be out shopping for homes here at Stanley Martin in Herndon at Park Place. They actually have some new incentives, but they have done a price reduction of up to $40,000 in pricing, trying to get rid of their inventory, and homes are selling. Second incentive is that they do have up to $20,000 in buyer closing costs, depending on if you are qualified to use their mortgage lender. So for more details, DM me. Bye.
Great job. Put some 5s in the chat for Anita for doing that. Give her some round of applause. Great job, Anita, for doing that. I said, go to a new construction and go find out what their incentives are. Go find out what their incentives are, because guess what? Do we have affordability problems? Do we have interest rate problems all? She's solving a problem that people have that's making them not want to purchase. Now, I'm going to share with you my video that I did to give you, remember, we're doing the same problem. Okay, this is my editing guy. So Anita's, love hers. This is mine. Same problem, just done a different way. Let me do share screen again. What's up, all? Incentives are so big right now in new construction, and interest rates are one of them because of what we're seeing with the mortgage rates being so high. New construction right now has phenomenal rates, buy downs, and they have phenomenal rates that are far greater than what you're seeing in the mortgage. Let me show you. As you can see here, here's a list that I pulled up of all the places in subdivisions right here and around Charlotte and the Lake Norman area that actually have incentive buy downs or interest rates that are far lower than what in today's normal market that brokers are giving you. So if you want this list, type in list below and I will get you the top 5 subdivisions that are giving incentives and buy downs. What's up, all? Okay. Something you can easily do. Guys, I just used my cell phone to do that video. I stood up. If I was in Dee's office right now, I would go to the door. I would start the conversation. And then I would turn my camera. This is why I have an editing person. But like literally, it was like, I think $35 for me to do this. And all I did was I took my camera and I already had it on my computer screen. And I just walked my phone to the computer screen. And I just started talking a little bit about what I was seeing on the screen. Because people like transitions. Shout out to Christian. He teaches all that we like transitions. And I showed the screen, and then all I did was I took the screen and I put it back to me, and I talked about the incentives on the list. Now, Rock, how do we do that? Here's your prompt. Here's your prompt. I'm going to show you too right here. This is how simple this is. Let me go to my screen. Okay. Because unlike with Anita, that was one way for her to do it. Well, I don't have time to go and do that. So I needed to create a prompt. Being a top buyer's real estate agent, please share with me 10 new construction communities that have incentives for buyers with lower interest rates in the Denver, North Carolina, and 30-mile radius. Okay. So all I did, now here's the thing, all you see up here on my screen where it says Chat GPT thinking. I do pay for the version. I use the thinking version, because I wanted them to really think about it. And I didn't need to get this content out like immediately. So I hit the thinking version. And here it is. Got it. Here are 10 new construction communities within 30 miles of Denver, North Carolina, actively looking. Trilogy, Lennar, Lennar and Troutman, Lennar, Blackwood Creek, Sylvan Creek, DR Horton, leaning heavy on 3.99 financing. Here's another one in Huntersville. Seller paid temporary buy down, 7.6 arms. Here's another one, 2.1 buy down, 2.87 rate. Quick notes. Here are some incentives, home specific. If it's an arm, here's the structure they can use, blah, 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 blah. And then, oh, does this look familiar? Does this look familiar all? Here's the key. Lean into this. I'm even going to come off the screen. Stop what you're doing. Pay attention. This is so, so very important. If you don't have this, you need to get this, okay? You saw my screen, okay? Don't make this stuff up. This is literally what it is. You see over here? See that? What does that say? It says Zillow X. Zillow X, guys. Zillow is now inside of ChatGPT, and you need to get the prompt for Zillow X. Okay, you need to get this. This is what it looks like. I'm going to show you later today if I have time, but I just want to make sure Zillow X is now part of ChatGPT, and you need to use it, because guess what people are doing? I'll show you the actually screen. Okay, I'll give you this article. They're not playing all. You need to be able to know this, because guess what? Realtor.com says 82% of all Americans are using AI for housing market data. I'm telling you, 50% of us aren't going to be around if we don't know how to give value to our clients. AI will not replace us. They will just reduce us. I will say that again. AI will not replace us. They will reduce us. And those that are strong, those that are willing to understand and absorb this are going to be able to embrace this. All right. So I'm going to take this link on. I'm going to put it in the chat so you guys can use this article. There's some great things in there. There's some other links. Okay. Write this down in your notes. Spend 30 minutes a day studying AI. 30 minutes a day studying AI. I did not say 30 minutes a day studying the market, because you need to do that too. How many of you want to go to a doctor to have heart surgery and you go to the doc, hey doc, have you taken any, like, is there any new technology, anything? Man, I've been doing this for 30 years and I've only had a couple people die, but I feel pretty confident in my skills. You'd be like, yeah. Why aren't we using the new latest laser or the new technology? Why aren't we using, we're not going to that doc. We're going someplace else. Okay. So this type of stuff, very, very important. So the new construction prompt, I will make sure that you have that. This is something you literally can do. It's got to be less than a minute long, less than a minute. Well, I guess you can do up to 90 seconds. All right. It's very simple to be able to take this and just do that. Now, what does it mean for different ways? I just talked about interest rates. There could be another incentive. D does a lot of new construction. I'm pretty sure they're freaking giving out refrigerators, blinds. They're giving out land premiums. Just go to a new construction that's around your area and say, hi, my name is Sarah. I'm a local real estate agent. I'd like to get some more buyers through these doors. Would you be okay with that if I brought you a buyer? What the hell do you think those new construction model home people are just twiddling their thumbs going to tell you? Please send me somebody. Great. What incentives do you have? Do you have a list of incentives? I'm going to go right out here and I'm going to do a video as well of all the incentives that you have. I might just talk about one incentive and then I'm going to do another incentive tomorrow. Why? Is because Alex Hermosi, who's one of the top geniuses in social media, says I should post a lot. Don't be scared to post. If they don't like your post, then I probably didn't like them to begin with. I don't want to deal with you anyways. I'm here to freaking make money. Put a $sign if you're here to make money. Put a $sign in here if you want to make more money than you made in the last 365 days. You are tired of being poor, living paycheck to paycheck, wondering if I can afford my next vacation. How many of you want to build your retirement? How many of you want to be able to leverage your time better? Right? I don't do anything different than any of you on here. I just immerse myself and study how to do it. Ready for more? Put a 5 in the chat if you're ready for the next one. All right. What do I even have for the next one? All right. The next one I'm going to do is I'm going to do the next one where people don't have content. They don't have content. How many of you struggle like, what the hell am I going to talk about? What's going on out there that is going to attract buyers and sellers? So there's this Tammy that I met 2 years ago in a wholesale innovation. Excuse me. And let's see if I even have it open. And no, this is what happens sometimes when you have too many of these things open. You get a little confused on which ones you have. I might not have it here, but oh, here it is. Let's see if I have it here. Tammy Price, and she has been using. There it is. I'm not even so that way. I don't want people to think I make up stuff. I don't. I don't want you to think this is like literally Tammy Price. Go look her up. Okay. She has been using artificial intelligence to help. My last 4 buyer clients came from me after ChatGPT recommended me. Well, why is that important? Well, 82% of people from realtor.com said what? We're using AI to be able to help us or help them find another property. So she's using ChatGPT to be able to, when they say, who's a top real estate agent? Okay. Hello, I'm giving you a clue right now to go into your Chat GPT and go in there. Who's the top real estate agent in your area? Go do that later today, all, and see who the hell's showing up. If your name's showing up, congratulations. If your name's not showing up, then you got work to do today. If you're bored, here's an assignment. Go into your Chat GPT, go into Google Gemini and say, who is the top, pretend you're a buyer. I'm looking for the top buyer agent in the Lake Norman area to help me purchase a $2 million property. Who do we recommend? Guys, people are doing this now. Write this down. Write this down while you're next to your other notes. I know you're writing a lot of stuff down, but I just feel better. People are moving away, so you can see my face. People are moving away from searches and going to asking. They're going away from searches and going into asking. Okay. And let me tell you why. Okay. Not to be mean with society, but we're just freaking lazy, y'all. We just want to ask the question and get the answer. Because what happens when we search? Well, now I got to, I hate when my teacher, all right, we're going to do a research paper. Oh, God bless it. Right? Because we have to search for our answer. All right, let me scroll through. Let me see what we got. Let me find this link. And and we don't like that because that requires work. That requires us thinking. So we rather ask. Okay? Because why? We get the answer a lot faster. Instantaneous answers. So Tammy Price is doing a really good job with this. And she's using artificial intelligence. And so your homework is going to ChatGPT, going to Gemini, and ask who's the top agent in that area, in your area where you are. And I'm going to share with you prompts either today or you'll get it at the link on what prompts you can do to start getting your name out there. Stella, will we have a recording on this? Do you guys want a recording of this? Does anybody put a 6 in the chat if you'd like to have a recording of it too? I'll get with if everybody wants one, we'll make something happen then. All right, looks like a bunch of you do. All right, so the prompt or what I'm going to share with you are the ideas are, where do they go? Here it is. All right, going to go share screen here. And I'm going to give you some of these here. If you want, I would take out your phone and take pictures of this. Yes, I guess now we're going to give you the recording so you don't have to as much. But at the same token, this is just good stuff that you can get. So for those of you who are aggressive and you don't want to wait, this is what you can do. All right. Now, moving to Sarasota, living in Sarasota, I want you to obviously replace whatever your name is that you live. And here is a short form video. These are like topics. These are carousels. These are YouTube topics. These are lead magnet topics. These are all things, 25 of them, that you can take and go into ChatGPT. And the prompt is going to sound something like this. My name's Brock Zevan. Most of your ChatGPTs all should know who you are by now. I am looking to create a short video for a reel, a TikTok, and a short. One of the questions that I have today is what's a $500,000 buyer get you in Sarasota versus any other cities within 60 miles of Florida? Now, I ad-lib this, Dawn, so you can get a little bit of an idea, but you can take each one of these, Arlene, and you can use this. What are 3 things people wish they knew before moving to Sarasota? Jesse, can I do this in your hometown? Sydney, up in Oregon, can I do the same thing? So all you're going to do is take some of this stuff here and you're going to apply it to your own area using ChatGPT. I want to do a blog. Could you please create for me a blog about the ultimate guide to moving to the Sarasota coast, the lifestyle and the best areas, please? Please create this blog with SEO, AI, what's my last word? Optimization. Okay. How do I get my Zillow and my ChatGPT? You just go to the left and you can add it, or you can just ask ChatGPT, how do I get my Zillow plugin prompt on my dashboard? Okay. Good question, Paul. And if you guys got questions here too, feel free to just put them in the chat and I'll go back and doing it. Now, some of you might be asking, well, Brock, and this is a little bit more complicated, so I'm not going to get into it too much, but I'm going to give you the site so you guys can write this down. It says, go to answerthepublic.com, answerthepublic.com. And this is where you can find out some of the things that people are asking. All right. I think there's also, there's another site, depending on where you live. It's called nextdoorneighbor.com, nextdoorneighbor.com. There's another one called Reddit. This is where people just bitch, whine, and complain and talk about all their problems. It's a great place to get content all. Okay. I don't recommend you engaging in it, but what I recommend is taking the problems that you're hearing that are in your local area and answering them. Okay. Now, one of the things I would do is you can go into ChatGPT, go to the voice where it hits recording. And then what you do, thank you, D, for answering that. And then what you do is you go in there and you say, hey, I just got done reading one of the lines or one of the problems in Reddit around the Charlotte, North Carolina area. It seems like to me that the affordability still seems to be a problem in the area, and 3 people have created these 3 problems. I would like to create a solution for each of these problems, and I like to make it into a social media post. Could you please create for me a social media post of the same exact post for the next 5 days? Please create a call to action as well. Okay. That is a prompt. Yes, you will get the transcript of our recording. We will send it to you in our Fathom note taker. So that way you can do what I do and I transcribe all my notes. All right. The next time you go to a conference or a meeting hall, I'm telling you, this is a little outside cue. I want you to go to your app on your phone and type in recording AI. What you will do in your recording AI, let me see, is this is mine right here. And for those of you who are at Real, you know Sharon. I went into one of his meetings and I literally recorded everything and then I asked it to transcribe everything. I then go into my Google Notes and I create Google Notes and I copy paste. And then I say, please create for me 15 of the biggest takeaways you feel for notes. And that's what I study. Okay. So for today's purposes, taking the same content I'm sharing with you, when you get the transcript, copy paste it, put it into Google Notes, and ask ChatGPT to help you organize it so you can then go back and review it. Any questions? Any questions and the prompts? I can't type this fast. That's why I was saying in the transcripts, I'll give it to you so that way you have it. Okay. Thank you. Good question, Don. All right. Any questions? Anybody? Are we liking this so far? Are we getting something out of it? Put a 10 in the chat if you're getting something out of it. And I haven't even gotten into the good stuff, and I got about 6 minutes left. All right. Does anybody? Okay, we're getting some good stuff on it. All right. I just like to make sure. Let me go to the big one here. Okay. This one will, how many of you have had a listing within the last year? How many of you put a 2 in the chat if you've had a listing in the last year? You've had a listing that you put in here, because if you put a 2, then I want you to really lean into this because you're going to like this a lot. All right. How many of you, before I even share this, how many of you hate the MLS listing? You hate doing the remarks. You hate putting the remarks in. God help me. These are terrible. I never want to do it. And then Desiree learned a little bit about artificial intelligence. So she's like, that's not a problem. I just go and see, this is when I thought I was really good at artificial intelligence until I learned this. Okay. So lean into this. I thought, this is the property, 123 Main Street. Please create for me 1,000 characters on the MLS. By the way, now they already know how many characters are in your MLS if you program your AI, so you don't have to use that. But how many of you did that? You would go in and be like, you know what? I got this. I know AI. I'm really cool. I'm the best agent there is. Yeah, give me an MLS remarks, please, so I can put this in here. Guys, how many of you were getting business from your MLS remarks? How many of you are getting business in your ML? Anybody at all? Any takers? Okay, then you just better clean your ears what I'm about to show you right now. Okay. Is the MLS remarks, are they syndicated to other websites? Oh, yes or yes? All right, where's Brielle? She caught my line. Yes or yes? Guys, then this right here. Remember I told you I was coming back to this word. Please create for me an AI search and optimize MLS listing description to increase the attention of potential buyers that are searching for homes in this area. Here's the address. Okay, guys, this is my new listing I have tomorrow that I'm getting ready to take. I'll go back up because some of you, I saw your phones out so you could see you could take a picture of it, even though I'm going to give you a copy of it, but I like the aggressiveness. You're like, I want this now. All right. Certainly, Brock. Here's a professionally written AI search optimizing MLS listing description for this, structured for highlights of key features aligned with buyer search criteria. Hell, didn't I not just show you 82% of people are now using AI for home searches? Yes or yes? Did I just show you Tammy Price is now getting buyers? So now put this prompt into your new listing. If you already have a listing, go back and redo it all, because this search now will then create for me, welcome. Now it has the highlights. It's going to tell me what it is. It's going to tell me what people are looking for. It's going to tell me key features. Here's local schools. It might be too long, but then I'll go in and I'll tailor it and I'll change it. All right. And it's, notice over here, I'm still using Zillow X because it's getting the content. You can also go into the think tank of ChatGPT and use the same exact thing. All right. Am I speaking to somebody today? Am I like, damn, I don't know about you all, but that freaking blew my mind. I was just like, because guess what, all? Yes, I am known for the guy that calls FISBOs and expires. But guess what, all? I don't like doing that freaking every day. It's not fun. This is a new way for somebody to send me an email. Hey, I saw your home. Can I go look at it? Damn right you can. When you want to go see it. Right? That's a lot easier than me calling a for sale by owner expired every single day. Right, Paul? All right. I got one more minute and I'm going to give you something for your next listing presentation. All right. This is big. Okay. How many of you, okay, do you use AI to send emails to your private clients? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Dawn. Like your Topo 150. I don't know what that, I like your top 150. All right. Let me do this share. This is for you. How many of you want to crush it in your next listing presentation? How many of you want to crush it in your listing presentation that will blow people out of the water? All right. This is a little secret. Just learn this. This is fresh. Here's your prompt. I just took this listing. Now, this is what you tell the Chat GPT, even though where my high seas, oh, Brock, I don't have the listing. You do. Just think that way. Just put it out in the universe, everybody. Okay. Just do it. All right. Just say you have it. Desiree, Sarah, Jill, just say, Jennifer, you got it already, Robin. All right. So here's what you're going to say. I just took this listing. All right. And tell me the highlights of the neighborhood. Pull the demographics data for this neighborhood. I'm trying to find the ideal buyer to the market. If I lived there, what would the lifestyle be? What are the school ratings? Identify the cons of this neighborhood. Identify objection handlers to all those of these cons. Craft a modern marketing plan for this listing. Play the role of the expert marketer and top agent. My goal is to get as many offers as I possibly can. Please also add a neighborhood farming strategy based on that prompt and it's going to give me a full analysis of the neighborhood demographic data and for me to be able to understand this target buyer to that listing. Create a craft and a story that gets me as many buyers through the door as possible and ultimately sell my client's listing for top dollar. Hello? All you got to do is copy paste that when you get it all. That's all you got to do is you're going to copy paste that and you're going to put it in to a script. And you are going to put the address in of the listing presentation you're about to go to. When you get it, you are then going to ask ChatGPT, please create this in a format, in bullet points that I can study and read and practice to share with my sellers. Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I know you have several other appointments and other agents, but let me just share with you what I've done to create as many buyers to come through your house and for us to possibly get multiple offers. Here is my full strategy that I've created. I've also done some research to find out every negative thing that your neighborhood has, and I've created solutions for every single one of these problems. So that way, when these buyers are calling me and asking me and texting me, I already have answers. I'm not too sure. Has any other agent provided this for you? Because I could be repeating myself. Okay, maybe that just went over your head all. That is how I tell myself that I'm a badass real estate agent and the other people have nothing on me, but I can't say that, but I will say, I don't want to repeat myself. Maybe somebody else has already shared this with you. Right? Paul's got a grin, like knowing like, damn, that's really good. Guys, that's how I elevate and separate myself when I go in there without talking bad about the other 4 or 5 other agents that are going through that property, but they don't have a prayer. because of these type of things. This is a tool. It's not going to replace me because I can't just email this over to them and say, here, when you get done reading this, I also sent you the forms for the listing agreement. Please sign. I need to be there to perform what the gift that God gave me of talking to people, using my study skills that I've done 30 minutes every day to become really good at my presentation, using part of the skills that I have with my book, Turning Scripts into Conversations, to be able to understand your personality so I can perform at the level to achieve success. That's what it's all about, all. That's why you take these skills and you apply it. Put me in the chat if I'm speaking to somebody today. Put me in the chat if that resonated with you at some level, some capacity for what you got. All right. So we got a lot of me's in here, so that's good. Last but not least, if you thought that was good, one of the lines I like Tamir says, but wait, there's more. There's a freaking ton more, all, but I only got 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you, I don't have time for that. I'm going to give you, what am I going to give you? Where did I just go with my idea? I'm going to give you this other prompt that I want you to do. Okay. This is something that you can do right after today as well. All right. And that is, I want you to go in. I think this is going to be easier than it is doing videos. But I'm trying to find, where the hell did prompt go? I'm going to go back to your websites and your optimizing, because this is very, very important. All right. The optimizing that I want you to do is I want you to go into ChatGPT, and I want you to go into ChatGPT and trying to find this freaking thing. Yeah. All right. I'm just gonna tell you the chat GPT. I'm gonna give you two. All right. You're gonna go into it and you're gonna ask chat GPT and you're gonna tell chat GPT who you are, and you're gonna put in your website. And then you're gonna ask chat GPT to please create an audit on your website. And you would like it to do an AI search optimization on your real estate bio. You guys are in luck. God's on your side because I just found it. I had to show it to you. Okay. Here it is. I will give you, you know what I'm going to do, all? I'm just going to give you the chat right now because I feel like I don't like to be disorganized. And so that's shame on me for that. So I'm going to put it in the chat. You get a bonus right here. Okay. This is the chat right here. Just put it in here. I'm a real estate agent looking to improve my bio specifically for AI-based search engines like ChatGPT, Google AI overviews, and Perplexity. It created the entire thing all, okay? Because of time period, I'm just going through it. Y'all see my page? Y'all see everything? I can't see everybody because some of you aren't on video. You see it? Okay, D's, give me a heads up. Good. All right. So you see this? Now this is a little Claude based on some of the stuff. It's going to tell me exactly what to do. But I don't know about you all, but when I did that, I was like, damn, that's a little overwhelming to me. It's really overwhelming. I don't like that. I don't have time. Maybe I can hire a VA. How many of you are thinking that, right? Okay. So I'm talking to several of you. So here's what I did. So after they did this whole thing, I said, well, I need more help. I need more help. I said, from this, can you create for me a 30-day process of activities I can do each day for 30 minutes? Ding, ding, ding. Each day for 30 minutes. Why? Because that's what I tell people to do. That could easily see what I can do each day. I'm not the best at technology. How many of you not the best at technology? I'm telling it, I'm not the best at technology. So if you can make this really simple, so that way I can follow it, or even better, when I have a VA, how many of you want a VA? Put VA in the chat. If you like to hire a VA, put VA in the chat. Be like, man, I really would like it if somebody could help me out this, because damn, this seems to be a lot. Put VA in the chat. Maybe there's somebody out here, because I wanted to understand this. I don't have a VA yet for this position, but I want to know what this looks like. And when I have a VA, can I copy paste this and send it to them? Not a problem. Here's what it told me. Here's my first 30-day AI first bio rollout, 30 minutes a day, what I need, what I'm doing for each single day throughout the process. Put a yes in the chat if that just really got you all fired up and got you all warm and fuzzy. Because when I saw that, I was like, damn, can I build you a simple copy paste 30-day plan so you can open it like a checklist and hand it to your VA? Damn. Wow. Each day has proof of work, so you know exactly how to confirm it's done, screenshot, link it if you want. I can also turn this into Google Sheets with the checklist. Right? Come on now. This is just freaking mind-blowing to me, all this stuff right here. And this is at our fingertips. That's why you got to spend time on it. And I'm going to tell you to do it, probably late morning, because your first part of your morning is income producing activities. This is a late morning. This is 11 to 12 before you're hungry, before you're going to your lunch appointment. This right here, all is what you need to, is where it's at. Now, I like to ask everybody on here, Jay, if you could do me a favor, because I told you I would do this. Could you put in the links for me, chat, Jay? Put in the link for those that want the recording, they want my links, and they want my prompts. Put that link in there so that way they can get that, they can sign in for that. All right. It's going to put all your content information, or we're going to ask basically your first name and your email. Jay, if you can put that in there, because I don't know where the link is for it. So she's going to put that in here. Now, also, we're going to put in there for those of you that would be willing to put a Google review for me on what I presented to you. If you are okay with that, I'm going to ask you to do that. Jay, do we have that link? Everybody says yes, Jay. So now we got to get that link to them. While Jay is doing the link, while she's doing that, I'd like to open it up to anybody. Got 4 minutes. Anybody got a takeaway? Anybody got a question? Anybody want to say something to me? Anybody like what I did today? Did it help you out? I take positive feedback as well. Come off of mute. Somebody ask me or tell me.
This was great, Brock. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks, Jill. See, that positive. I like that. Yesterday was god awful. If you saw my Facebook, yesterday was not fun. Who
Well,
else?
it's okay. If you saw how I was taking notes right now, I'm writing on a napkin because I'm in California at a friend's house and couldn't find paper.
There you go. No excuses. No excuses. Who else has something?
I'll say this was great. I am so excited you're going to give me the recording because I'm actually driving. And I think this is fabulous. And I can't wait to look at it and stop and start and implement as you're going. So thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. 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 Thank you so much, Arlene from Jersey. I used to live in Hoboken, New Jersey.
Brock, can I ask a question?
You
It's Dawn.
certainly. Hey, Dawn, what do you got?
I don't know if I'm the only one, but I seem to get I have a lot of links from you for all different things, and sometimes my Zoom, I'm in the wrong one. Like, do you have one page that maybe just has all your links and what they're for? Like, or am I just
No,
losing
we
it?
can definitely do that for you. So that way you can have the different links. Cause I know we do mindset shows. We got power players. So we got several things. We will add that in there as well. There it is. Jay's got the form. There's the form right there. All make sure you click on that while Sarah's asking me a question or sharing something. There's the link that will get you access to everything. Go ahead, Sarah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go
Hey,
ahead.
I'm in Charleston and I I am so grateful to have come across this morning. I'm in my car as well, but you are saying everything an agent needs to move into this next level of business. And you're right. If you don't do this, you're going to be left behind and we will be drastically reduced in number. So I am grateful for this today.
Well, thank you. Where did you see it? Just so that way I know where our marketing is
I,
going.
you have been popping up in my phone, and I've just started listening to you. And again, I'm here in Charleston, and I'm looking forward to doing more with your business. Thanks.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you. I got to thank Jay and Jarek. They're my two VAs that really promote and push out stuff. So thank you for them on that. So some of you put your emails on here to make our life a lot easier. As you all know, I do a lot of these. I'm in a lot of different services and coaching. So the link is going to be your best way for us to get the information to you. So make sure you fill out the Google form. I know Paul's probably asking me, Brock, I've done this several times because I've done some of your coaching. I still need you to do it because it goes into our Google sheet and then that's how we copy paste it and get it out to everybody. So we're trying to be as efficient as well. So make sure that you guys click that Google Forms link. And I'm also going to ask anybody if you're able to the brockzevanreview.com. It is a Google review. I can teach you about Google reviews, but if you don't ask for it, you don't get it. And if you don't ask for it with value, you're not going to get it. So I always like to, and you'll notice I never do the Google review first. I got to give you value and then I ask for it. It's the same thing in real estate.
Yeah, and Brock, is that I submitted the form, my information on the form. Do I have to do anything else to get the
Nope.
Google?
You just sit tight and we will get it over to you later on today. And we will also add for Dawn, we'll add more links so that way you guys can have everything to see it. Anybody got any last minute questions they would like to ask me before we go?
Will you add the Google review link so I'm able to do that on that email? So I can
Yes.
just click it when awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely. Everything will be there. I appreciate y'all. Sarah, yes.
Do you have a live event coming up anytime soon?
I do. I'm actually was just said, boy, like Sarah, I should pay you a little money right there for that prompt. I do a summit every 6 months. I'm going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. It is a 2.5-day event. We just put the link in there. You could take a look at it to see. We were in Key West a couple months ago. Now we're in Nashville. It's 2.5 days. We will blow your mind away. Drew Thompson, for those that know him at Real, he's also speaking at the event on artificial intelligence. Justine there is a code. All right. You let the cat out of the bag with that. We'll give you the code for this too. We did the code for the mindset show. We're doing 25% off. So if you like, Jay, if you could put the code in there too. I think we even have Nash 25, Justine 25. There's Justine's code. So if you want 25% off, we're doing Predators game where it's full on all, like we will pour into you. You will walk away with more confidence and knowledge than you can imagine. And it's a lot of fun. Dee was there. Paul was there. Several people on here. Rosario was there. Christian. So it's just something that I'd recommend. I will be for those of you who are in Charlotte, I am doing a live event, a lunch and learn December 1st, 11:30 to 1:30. Christian's actually a speaker. We are going to be talking about investing, padlocks. We're going to talk about how to use other people's money, wholesaling. So we're going to be doing that December 1st. And then I fly to Nashville again, December 11th. For those of you that are in the Nashville area, all that stuff that you guys want, just find me, click on me, text me, email me. You'll get all this content as well when we send you the email for those of you that clicked on that link. And love my dog. Yes, there's Leo. As you can see back there, he's a go-getter. So, all right, anybody got anything else before I skedaddle? I got to go to a speaking event down in Charlotte that I'm doing this afternoon. And there's there's the Invest Now. Thank you, Jay. For those of you around Charlotte, you want to come to it, there's the Invest. It is there. And thank you all. Please continue to put your information in there. But more importantly, you got to make sure you click on the link for the form so that way I can get it to you. Guys, thank you guys so very much. I appreciate y'all. Until every 2 weeks, I do this all. Every 2 weeks, I do this 10 o'clock. Put it in your calendar, power players. If not, I'll see you at 8:15 tomorrow morning on our Mindset Podcast show. Till then, see ya.